Hi there everyone, in this video, I know it's not going to be Minecraft related, I know it's Five Nights at Freddy's related, but I love Five Nights at Freddy's so very much. As my other fun fact, Five Nights at Freddy's is another video game I grew up on. I grew up on both Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's. Those two franchises mean a lot to me, and I just want to share my feedback on what everything that Steel Wool has been doing along with Scott himself. Because if you don't know Scott Cawthon, he is the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it's now 11 or 12 years old, which I can't believe it's already that old. Like, how is time flying by this quickly? I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I hope everyone's having a great time watching the Super Bowl. And I probably will be reacting to some of the trailers that's going to be releasing. Because if you don't know, during the Super Bowl, there's going to be a lot of cool trailers releasing from different companies like Disney, Universal, Illuminations, etc. etc. Like, I'm going to be reacting to some of those trailers maybe. So subscribe, like, and all that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm trying to hit 700 subscribers before March, before next month. Jaden February, yeah, before March. If we can hit 700 subscribers before March, before next month, that'd be great. Appreciate it. So make sure you down below you are subscribed. Kids, you may not know, you may not be subscribed. So make sure you double check if you're subscribed or not. It doesn't hurt to check. So double check if you are or not. It does take that long. It does not take that long to make sure you are subscribed or not. So if you aren't, click the subscribe button and join the Neon Squad. Because that's what I'm calling you guys now. If it's okay. If it's okay, I'm going to start calling you guys the Neon Squad. My Neon Squad community. So, yeah, so basically, like just 2 days ago, as of this recording, 2 days ago, Donko released a very good, in-depth and detail, basically video going over basically everything that has been happening. And basically, Donko made this really good video that I think you guys should really be watching because it's a wonderful video. I'll have it linked down below in the description. So please take some time and watch his video because it's so amazing. I love it so very much, and I think it's definitely worth a watch. It's definitely worth your guys' attention. So yeah, but basically Dako brings up a really good point here that I just really want you guys to listen and hear. I believe it's right here. 512. So maybe get it to. So right here, this is what Dako says right here in his recent video he made 2 days ago.
Tiny bit FNAF related, like Leon risking teasing stuff, and we grasped onto it. I was like, that's FNAF, that's FNAF. Oh my god, it's FNAF. That's how desperate we are for some promo. As much as I absolutely adored Secret of the Mimic, and I know Steelwool did do some promotion, I don't think it was enough. FNAF is huge now. We can't just keep doing secretive little posts and stuff like it's an indie game anymore, like what Scott used to do. The promo marketing needs to be way bigger for this next game. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's going to annoy people or not, or you agree with me, but Steelwool, Scott need to lock in with this next game. Bring back scottgames.com. Bring an official website like Security Breach TV. Have something official, an official website that the FNAF Scott Games tweets says, this is the official website for the upcoming FNAF game. This is where you'll see all the teasers, all the videos, all the trailers or whatever. Or just use the FNAF Scott Games Twitter as well. Like, start posting things about it. And this isn't me.
Sorry guys, I forgot my mic was muted and all of that. But I do agree with Dako. You can see here, this is the official Scott Games Twitter account, and you see the last active was in 2025 when it was advertising and giving us sneak peeks of the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. and I like it so very much. It's such a great way to advertise the FNAF the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, and ever since then, it's been inactive. Ever since November, before the movie came out, because the movie came out on December 5th. Ever since then, it has been so quiet, and basically, I hate that. And I do agree with Daco that I just showed you guys that I'll have that video link down below so you guys can watch it in its entirety. But I just would love it so very much for us to get a official website for everything Five Nights at Freddy's, because really, honestly, I am sick of, like Daco said, it's no longer a small indie game. We can no longer get these small. We should no longer be getting these small teasers and these small things because, well, basically, really, all of these small teasers are not good because FNAF is no longer a small indie game. It's not a small game anymore. It is now a super huge and super big game that everyone loves across the world. And I love it. And I love FNAF so very much. And Uncle says that so very much. I love FNAF too. I love FNAF as well. FNAF is what I grew up on. I grew up watching Five Nights at Freddy's, and I grew up on the early days of the franchise. And I remember when I used to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on a tablet years ago, years ago when it first came out. And I remember how fun I used to have with my friends and playing and all of that. I don't see anymore, but regardless, but like you see, I love FNAF so very much as well. I love FNAF so very much. I have subscribed to a lot of FNAF YouTubers like Daco, and I love Five Nights at Freddy's so very much. You can even see on this channel. On this channel you're watching this video on, I played Secret the Mimic. I played Secret the Mimic on this channel because I love FNAF so very much. And when I was releasing those videos, I was super excited for Secret the Mimic. But I am just so disappointed with basically Scott and Steelwool right now. Because if you don't know, Steelwool Studios is the creators of the Five Nights at Freddy's games that Scott is hiring to create the main official Five Nights at Freddy's games. And I just want to share out how frustrated I am about how Scott and Steelwool have been doing with marketing. Because if you don't know, they did nothing, no marketing at all for Secret of the Mimic. They did no advertising at all. Besides when it came out, like, they have done no marketing for any of their games, and I hate that so very much. It's about time that changes. It's about time we get a official website. It's about time we basically get a official website and get official things, because, well, like you saw at the very beginning of that Daco clip, a person that works on all of the Five Nights at Freddy's music for Scott, that Scott himself hires to create the music and all that for the games. He was teasing stuff, and people were thinking that was Five Nights at Freddy's because it had some security breach, because it looked like security breach, ruin and all of that. But he had to come out saying, hey, this is not Five Nights at Freddy's related. This is just for a fan game. And everyone got so mad at Steelwool, and I do agree with why everyone's mad, and everyone should be mad at Steelwool, and the guys people are kind of mad at this person as well, because, well, he should have came out sooner to talk about this, that this wasn't Five Nights at Freddy's related, because a lot of people are getting speculations on, hey, and people are spending hours upon hours on speculating, hey, this is Five Nights at Freddy's, and they were trying to figure out what this could be for, because people thought this was actually for a Five Nights at Freddy's game, but it ended up to be false and ended up to not be for the franchise as a whole, and I hate that. I do love the games. I know I'm saying this a lot, but I genuinely do mean it. I love Five Nights at Freddy's so very much. It means Five Nights at Freddy's basically means the world to me. I love the franchise so very much. I love the community so very much. The community in the Five Nights at Freddy's community is so wonderful and is so kind and respectful, and I love everyone that's in the community. And I just want the best for the franchise, like Daco said. And no hate to anyone. Just no hate. I just want it's just feedback and criticism, because I believe in criticism and I believe in feedback. Even negative criticism is good because it makes for a good positive feedback, and it can be positive. Criticism can be good and can help out companies like Steelwool, because I think with this next Five Nights at Freddy's game, the advertisement needs to start either this month in February or next month in March. Either February or March is when advertisements need to go hard for this next Five Nights at Freddy's game, because really, Secret of the Mimic released summer of last year. June or July, I think, was when it came out. Let me do some quick research, actually. When did Five Nights at Freddy's Secret? When did Five Freddy's Secret of the Mimic come out? Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic came out June 13th, 2025, which we're in February, so March, June, so we have January, February, March, January, so right now we're in February, right? So we have, June, 1, 2, 3 or 4 months. We are 3 or 4 months away until basically this game's first year anniversary. And that's going to come up faster than you realize. Like, that's going to come up faster than you realize because, well, of how fast time has been going recently. Like, recently, time has been really going fast and really has been going by so very fast. What I'm kind of scared of, because I am scared how fast time is flying by now. It seems like year after year, day by day, the time keeps on going by faster and faster, and I hate that so very much. So, yeah, but it's okay. We have to live with it, but this is why I'm saying advertisement needs to start very soon for this next game, because during the 10-year anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's, I believe during the 10-year, Doggo also did basically a updated interview with a part 2 interview with Scott himself. It was Doggo and Scott that basically did the interview, and basically Scott Cawthon himself, the creator of the franchise, said that there is something being worked on there's something being worked on after Secret of the Mimic. So Steelwool has been working on something even before Secret of the Mimic was released. Before Secret of the Mimic was released, they have been working on 2 projects secretly. Steelwool have been working on 2 things secretly that we don't even know about, that we're not even aware of. So that's why I think advertisements need to start soon. Whenever the game is in a stable state and stable release, they need to actually start advertising it. And this time, they need to go hard on advertisement. They need to advertise it on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere. On the not so big and not so safe TikTok now, that no one should be using at all because it's unsafe, because it's taking even more private information. But that's for a totally different video. But basically, they need to go hard on advertisements because of just how less and how little advertisements that their other games have been getting, like Help Wanted 2, Secret of the Mimic, and all of that. Like, they haven't been getting any advertisements, which I think is just sad to see those games not getting any advertisements and still relying solely on YouTubers to promote the game. I think that's bad. The studio themselves should be basically, the people that make the game should be basically promoting it and should be spending the money to promote it on YouTube, on just advertisements on YouTube and all of that, Twitter and all of that. I just think they need to go hard on this advertisement, and they need to advertise whatever this next Five Nights at Freddy's game might be. They need to advertise it hard. But Scott and because Doggo also did a charity live stream, and Johnny Blocks John also made a Twitter post, like saying Scott Cawthon did post basically that there is something being worked on currently. That is definitely something to be looking forward to. I can't seem to find the post where basically Scott said there's another FNAF game being worked on. I can't seem to find that post as of this moment, but basically Scott Cawthon did confirm that there is another new FNAF game in the works. We don't know when that's coming out. Yeah, right here. So you can see here, you see Johnny Blocks said this. Scott Cawthon confirmed a sequel to something is in the works. So you see Scott Cawthon said this in Doggo's latest interview. You can see he said this. There is a sequel to something being worked on, by the way. Not a 3, a 2. So a sequel. And people are thinking it might be Security Breach 2 or Ruin 2. Because, basically, you guys don't know, in Ruin, we got a huge cliffhanger on Ruin where Cassidy falls down the elevator because the elevator gets cut off by Gregory to make sure the Mimic doesn't escape and doesn't cause havoc and doesn't start killing loads of people, because the Mimic mimics things and he's really good at killing people and all of that. But like, yeah, we left off on a major cliffhanger with Ruin, so I do think maybe a Security Breach 2 could be in the works. Like, we could see like what happens after Security Breach. Like, how did Security Breach, like, how did the Mega Pizzaplex become all ruined and all of that? Like, what happened at the ending of basically Security Breach? How did it become so ruined? And how did Cassidy find out that Gregory, I guess the fake Gregory, was basically caught in the Pizzaplex? Like, how did she get that walkie-talkie and all? I guess she got the walkie-talkie there, but how did she know in the first place that Gregory was in the Mega Pizzaplex? Like, you see where all that cliffhangers are? Yeah, so, but that's what we were thinking that we might get Security Breach 2. But yeah, but I digress. But I just wanted to make this video about Five Nights at Freddy's because, well, I really care about the franchise and I really care about all the games, and I just wanted to talk about my anger about basically how little advertisement we have been getting from Steel Wool. Like, Steel Wool have been so very secretive about all of their projects. Like, during their last time at PAX West, when Doggo was able to, when Doggo and all that, all these huge FNAF YouTubers, Five Nights at Freddy's YouTubers, basically were able to basically test out Secret of the Mimic in VR. When they were able to play VR and basically play early access of Secret of the Mimic, they weren't able to record gameplay of them playing it. And I hate that, and I think that would have been a great advertisement and a great cool look inside Secret of the Mimic and what the game is. Early access and early looks with Secret of the Mimic. That would have been such a cool and clever advertisement for Seawolf to do, to basically allow Doggo and all that to record gameplay of Secret of the Mimic, because then Seawolf could then use that for advertisement. That would have been cool, right guys? Tell me if this is not cool or not. But I just don't like how Scott and Seawolf just doesn't do a lot of advertisement for their games. I just don't like it at all. I just think hopefully this year is different. Hopefully this year they will start marketing the heck out of this new game they're working on, that they have been working on for quite some time now. Because from what Scott said, from what Scott has been saying, there has been a game being worked on after Secret of the Mimic. There has been a game working on in the background. And by now, it should be in a stable release, and it should be in a good enough release to start advertising it and start teasing it. And I think that means someone needs to that means Scott or Steelwood needs to hire someone May Scott himself needs to hire someone to basically just make a website for them because, well, I think making a website would be really cool on basically creating a website where we can have all the latest finance and phrase news for like the game news, like for the actual main canon games. Maybe it could be for the books as well. Maybe it could be about Doggo's plushies since they're now official by Scott himself. Maybe we get fan game news there too. Anything for the franchise should go on that website. We should be getting news on. That'd be really cool if we get a cool. I agree with Doggo. We need a really cool website for all the Five and Freddy's news because, in my opinion, we need news about Five Freddy's and we need a website for it because, or else we're going to be, or else basically agree with Doggo that we're going to get misled again. We're going to keep getting misled and keep thinking things are FNAF, where in reality they aren't FNAF related, and it's just fan games or just something else unrelated to FNAF entirety. So, like, just look at the Five and Freddy's community where people were taking hours and hours of research and digging into this guy's Twitter post and YouTube and all of that. Like, people are putting endless hours into research and into hard work and theories on this that ended up not being FNAF related at all. So, like, I hope you guys are okay with me also making this video because, well, I want to try expanding my channel beyond Minecraft. And my other franchise I love so very much is Five Nights at Freddy's. So I thought, why not make a video about this, share my feedback about Steelwool and Scott, what they've been doing with advertisements ever since I watched that Doggo video 2 days ago. So I'm just trying to experiment with other things on my channel. I hope you guys are okay with that experimentation. Well, I can't talk today, gosh. But I hope you guys are okay with me experimenting on things. So yeah, I just hate how advertisements have been going with Steelwool and Scott and how they haven't been advertising their FNAF games all that much. Like, the only way people have known the only reason or only way people know about like the FNAF games is by YouTubers such as Doggo playing Secret of the Mimic, or most people knew about it because of this song being called, they're going to say, song, Secret of the FNAF Secret of the Mimic. FNAF song Secret of the Mimic. Let me see if I can do some research on the song that people might have. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one that people basically got confused and all of that. Like, this was the first song I believe that basically came out and everyone got hints of Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm going to play a little bit of it. I'll have this video also linked down below, so make sure you check it out.
Time to play! No? Well, time to die! Cause I'm not nice! No, I'm not nice! I'll shoot you in the face till I make you die! Watch me shoot my secret cannon! I'll put bombs in your belongings! They call me the bomb thief! The way I disperse grief! And I don't like to play by the rules! So in my factory you will be doomed! Mimic!
So yeah, guys, that song is called Jackie's Box, FNAF Mimic song, and this came out on December 1st, 2024, and then the game ended up releasing January, February, March, April, May, June, 5 months later. So I think people are saying this is the song that people were basically finding out the game out as well, because the game got such little advertisements, like I keep on saying. So gonna hate it so very much on how little advertisement the game has been getting. But I'm super excited for the future of the franchise, and I'm super excited, and I just hope Steelwool are planning to advertise the heck out of this next game, whatever it might be. I don't know what it is. It might be Secret of the Mimic DLC, where we go into the circus and all that, find out why that burnt down and how Fiona died and all of that. So, or whatever the mom's name is, with Edwin Murray. But yeah, like, I don't want to talk about FNAF for a while because I make a lot of Minecraft videos, but I also want to make Five Nights at Freddy's videos. And so maybe in the future I'm planning to play with this cool little mod pack I made. But I'm waiting for a mod, but I am currently waiting on a mod to update. But it's currently taking a while for the mod to update, so that's why I haven't been playing it. Because there's a huge update I've been super excited to play with, but it's been taking a long time for it to release. So I've been trying to wait off until that huge update releases, because they've been working on they've been like reworking stuff with the mod itself is called the Management Wanted mod. It is for Java edition, and it's a really cool, basically Minecraft Five Nights at Freddy's mod. And they've been rewriting stuff, reworking stuff, and basically adding in a lot of stuff. And this update's gonna be so cool. But I've been waiting on that to release, that update to release before I make any videos about it, because really, basically, it's gonna be so huge, and I want to play that huge update, but I'm waiting patiently for it. And so yeah, but once it comes out, expect a lot of cool builds and videos about it, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. And also I'm going to be trying to experiment with reaction videos as well on this channel, where I'm going to start reacting to basically the new trailers we're supposed to get, because today during the Super Bowl we're supposed to get some really cool movie trailers, like I said before in this video, from Disney, Universal, Pixar, and all of that. So, or at least something related to movies from those companies. So I'm going to try to react to those on this channel as well after they release. So yeah, but I hope everyone's excited for the future of this channel, because because starting now and beyond is going to be the start of something really epic for the channel. So I hope everyone's excited for the future of this channel. So make sure you guys subscribe so you can be one of the early people that say I was here before 1,000 subscribers, because I think it would be cool and real cool that you guys can talk about how you were the first 100 people on the channel and subscribe to the channel, and the first couple hundred people on the channel, because you can brag about how you were here before the 1,000th subscriber or something like that. I think it'd be cool for you guys to say that I was here before 1,000 subscribers. So help me get to 1,000 at my all-time goal right now. Fun fact, my all-time goal is 1,000 subscribers. Well, my all-time goal is hopefully this year getting to 1,000 subscribers. My all-time goal is getting to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already, to help me reach that all-time ultimate goal, to help me out. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video about FNAF, just to talk about how frustrated I am with Steelwool and Scott with their advertisements for the main games themselves in the franchise, because I hate how little advertisement basically Five Nights at Freddy's have been getting recently for the games by Steelwool. I just hate it so very much, and I just would love if basically we could get more news more frequently about Five Nights at Freddy's, because like I said before, Five Nights at Freddy's is no longer a small indie game. It is now a super huge and super massive and successful franchise that has a huge fan base now all across the world. And basically, that means that we should no longer be getting small teasers. We actually need loads of marketing now. We need to start now getting loads and loads of advertisements and marketing for these upcoming games, and for the already existing games too. We need advertisements for everything now. And advertisements need to start going hard and a lot, because of how successful we want that franchise to be. And because it's nice to get teasers and nice to get early sneak peeks and early things about the upcoming games for the franchise and all of that. That's why I'm making this video, to help spread awareness about this and help spread awareness about how little advertisements we've been getting from Five Nights at Freddy's. So, like, yeah, but if you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this change of video, then please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, so I know to make more of these. But that is it, and I'll see you soon in my next video. So take care, guys. Peace. Have a nice day, and happy Sunday, and I hope everyone's enjoying watching the Super Bowl. So see you guys later. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. See you guys later.